Welcome to Beautiful You, a show that's designed to inspire, motivate, and empower you to be your authentic best. We invite you to join us on this journey of self-discovery, and we hope that over the next 30 minutes you find just one thing that will remind you that to be truly beautiful, you just have to be you. Coming up on today's show, we believe that you should celebrate your mom not just on Mother's Day, but every day. So we sit down with Dr. Jeffrey Adelglass from Skinstastic to find out ways that mothers and daughters can spend time together. Then we sit down with Keri from Savvy Boheme to find out how to make an all-natural face mask. And speaking of natural, Holly Davis shows us how to clean our home the natural, chemical-free way. But first, let's check in with our friends from Tootsies to learn about a new summer trend.
Looking for a little adventure in your wardrobe this summer? How about going wild? Check out the latest spring fashions from our friends over at Tootsies.
Something that we saw across every runway this season, tribal print. We like to call it Go Wild.
Ooh, I love to go wild.
This dress is by MSGM. It's exclusive to Tootsies in Dallas.
It's fabulous. I love myself a good shift.
This shape is very flattering across the board for so many types of women.
I would accessorize it with some great wooden bangles. And that's kind of just going forth with the whole tribal theme, but you don't necessarily need to with such a bold print. My personal favorite thing about this dress is the sleeves, because it's like the new animal print. You don't have to do a true leopard.
So true.
Hello, new animal print.
Absolutely, I think it's perfect.
And these lines down the middle are super flattering. A bold graphic black line cuts the print and makes you a little bit taller, I think.
And I think, Tamar, that this dress can go into fall, throw it on with your favorite pair of leggings, and you can utilize it throughout the season.
Yeah, and what about a great vest, a little fur vest?
Perfect.
Yes, I love it. And if you're doing the whole legging and vest, what about a great black bootie?
That would be perfect.
We love a black bootie.
And if your event calls for something a little more subtle, this shoe by Nicholas Kirkwood is perfect. Black and gold patent with a little animal print trim.
Oh, I think that's so tasteful, perfect for maybe a guest of a wedding. Throw it on with a black dress or any other color, and accessorize with a clutch that you probably have in the closet, a black or a metallic gold, and you're done. I love it when you can accessorize with things already in your closet.
Tamar, a completely different way to interpret Go Wild as this little short, again, by the designer MSGM.
Well, I love it. These prints are just making me happy.
I think the colors are wonderful. She's paired it with this top by Alice and Olivia that's got just the perfect amount of sheen. It's a little metallic, a new version of your favorite white t-shirt.
Absolutely. I like how you can dress up this white tee for maybe a night out with the girls, or even for some play during the day.
Yeah, and I think if you wanted to dress this short up, you pair it back with a silky black tank, and it's so sexy you can take it completely into evening.
Even with this white tee, I think you can take it into evening with a beautiful patent pointy toe shoe.
Absolutely. I think that's a great idea.
Especially for right now. Those are so back in.
I wouldn't have even thought of that, but it's perfect.
Don't you love it?
So for all of your summer trips, I think this is the must-have short.
Absolutely. And it's just an easier way to do Go Wild without doing it all over.
So something different to pair back with this look is this wedge by Jean-Michel Casabat. He's a French designer. And I think that you get to interpret the trend with the lizard over the toe and around the ankle strap, which is perfect and very flattering, but you keep it casual with the cork wedge.
Absolutely. Well, I love this, and the Go Wild trend is totally hot.
Today, we are going to discuss how to clean the green way and why it's important to do so, not just for our physical and emotional health, but also for the health of our environment and our homes. Please welcome Holly Davis from Clean Fresh Living. Holly, thank you so much for showing us these.
Thank you, Leah.
You've got some amazing information. I've been to your site, cleanfreshliving.com, and you've got some fabulous info.
Well, thanks.
Now, not only do you do that, you also blog on
D Moms Daily.
There you go.
It's the D Magazine blog.
Okay.
So
terrific. Tell us how you got started in really being so active and why it's important to get rid of chemicals and clean a healthy way.
Well, like so many people, after I had my first child, I kind of looked at the world in a different way. And I saw my little son on the ground so close to whatever was there, and I started rethinking carpeting and dirt, chemicals, and things like that. So that's really what initiated me.
Because babies are picking everything up and just putting it in their mouth. And
They are, and they're so much more sensitive to everything in our environment. And they also ingest a lot more, as we all know. The 5-second rule is
not a 5-second rule.
It's not a 5-second rule. So.
Okay, so what do you have here today that you want to show us? What's a healthy way to clean?
Well, first of all, I always like to tell clients to start with cleaning their air.
Okay, the air in their home.
That's right, because our indoor air is like 7 times more polluted than the outdoor air.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
So you think you're safer inside and it's actually more dangerous to stay in your home than to go outside?
Well, that can be true, but we can do some things to fix that.
Okay, what's the first thing we do?
Open the windows.
Oh, okay.
Right, so we want to get the fresh air in, and the idea is to keep the air circulating.
Okay.
So we don't want stagnant, dull air in the house, and we also want to let the sunshine in. So open those curtains, open those windows on nice days, and let the sunshine in. The other thing we want to do is take off our shoes at the door. So, right, we bring in arsenic and lead and different things from outdoors, indoors,
all
with
on
our
the
shoes.
on the bottom of our shoes.
Right, or pollen during times like this, like it's spring.
It's spring, and you can't miss
Allergies.
walking through the pollen if you walk your dog or outside at all.
Right. So those are key things that we're going to do. So the first thing we're going to do is clean our air.
Okay.
And by doing so, we're cleaning our bodies, because whatever we inhale in our lungs enters our bloodstream and becomes part of us.
Wow. I didn't even think about that. The toxins that are actually you carry on the bottom of your shoes. I would have never thought about that. But I have an Asian friend who actually always takes his shoes off, and he has a pair of shoes that have never been worn outside, and he puts those shoes on when he gets inside.
So smart.
I'd never even thought about why he did it. I thought it was just a cultural thing.
Well, it needs to be part of every culture.
How interesting.
Right.
How interesting. Okay, now do you also recommend the filters that you can put over your vents that'll filter the air as it comes into your home?
Absolutely. Everybody can filter their air more easily by using HEPA filters.
Okay.
They're available, well, you can get them for your vacuum cleaners, but also for your air conditioning system and things like that. So it's just an easy fix. And also, if you can remember to set a timer or something on your phone to remind you on a certain date to keep them changed.
To constantly
regularly.
change them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you'll be surprised what you pull out of there.
Oh, I can only imagine. Okay, so our air is clean. Next, we're going to talk about what? Surfaces?
Well, we're going to talk about cleaning products, because
Okay.
when we use toxic cleaning products in our home, then we increase our chances for asthma by 30 to 50%.
Oh my goodness, are you kidding?
No.
Just from one spray?
One spray once a week can increase your risk by 30 to 50%.
And I would imagine that most people who have asthma or feel like they've contracted asthma think it's the outside sources that are doing it.
They do, but all too frequently it's actually right there, and they're breathing it in their own home.
Wow.
So, or office. It's important to note that these things can all apply to the office as well. So
Okay.
we have several things here. Our top offenders are commonly window cleaners and wood cleaners. So
I use Windex everywhere.
no more.
Oh no.
We must banish it from the kingdom forever.
Okay, because it's really unhealthy for me to...
It is.
Wow,
It
okay.
is. Because of the ammonia and other things, gas off. So that means that once it's sprayed onto a surface, even hours after you leave, chemicals actually release into the air, and then you can breathe it in.
And now all the clean air that we've cleaned is dirty again.
Right.
Okay, so this is a natural glass and surface cleaner.
It is. It's a great alternative, and I do like, both of these products are from Method. I do like these two products, although I don't use everything from Method from that line.
But you would endorse both of these?
I would. I absolutely do. That's why they're here.
I know. I love this. Okay, so now how would we go about using it? Will we use these products differently than we use, say, what we're normally using?
Well, you can use them the same. My only suggestion is that perhaps you use maybe sometimes newspaper or sales papers that you get and not use as much product. The ink in the newspaper actually will clean the glass really well, and it doesn't smear and smudge.
Okay.
And you want to use a lint-free towel instead of using paper towels, which are trees. We need to remember that they're trees. And the other thing is that I always suggest that we use things like microfiber towels.
Okay.
And these actually just clean the surface, and the dust attaches itself to that, so we like that. So instead of spreading it into the air, it's actually right here. And then we can wash these on like the allergy cycle or something like that on our washing machine.
So it just takes out all the impurities. Where can you find a microfiber
You can
towel?
get them at any, like Target, Walmart, any place like that. I mean,
Really?
Right now they probably even have them at the grocery store. And the other thing is too, is that people think that they have to clean their wood furniture every single week with like an oil, and they really don't.
I'm guilty of that. I actually am, because I have a dog that likes to kind of walk on my dining room table.
Oh.
And I do. I always feel like I need to oil wherever he's, walked so I can...
Well, and that's okay if you feel that way about your dining room table. But for the other pieces of furniture that maybe don't get so much traffic.
Traffic, yeah. Pet traffic.
Then all you need to do is just make sure that you wipe away the dust, because in the dust actually can be a lot of harmful things.
Is there a difference then on how often you would use this wood polish versus regular wood polish that I use on a weekly basis?
Well, it depends on where you are. If you have really dry air, if you're in Colorado, for example, and have very dry air,
and your wood's drying
in a desert,
out,
right, then you're going to need a little bit more. And you're going to need to use it more often to keep the moisture in your wood, because that's really what furniture polish is about. You can clean it with this.
But this is just to moisturize and to take care of your wood.
Right. And it's also important to note that when you dust, if it sends dust into the air, that those particles sometimes have formaldehyde or lead or other dangerous toxins.
Okay.
So it might, if you have poor health, for example, it might be best for you to wear a mask, like a little white mask.
Clean.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Also gloves. And then something like this is fantastic to use on blinds.
Oh, how
like wood
fun.
blinds. And it just, these little fingers just pick it right up.
How cool. And then you can put your hand right in. You're not trying to figure out how to hold it.
Yeah.
That is so cool. And I imagine cats would...
Wax on.
I imagine cats would love that too, right? I've learned so much today, Holly. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Leanne.
So if you want to make your home not only the cleanest place, but the healthiest place to be, make sure you go to Holly's website at cleanfreshliving.com. Thank you so much, Holly. This was fabulous.
Thank you, Leanne.
I love it.
Love being here. Yeah. Let's have lemonade.
Sarah, I'm so glad that you're getting married, and this is a time of joy, celebration, and looking good. Here at Skinstastic, we offer many services, not only for brides, bridesmaids, and also for bridal parties. This is a great place to celebrate the rest of your life. A lot of people like to come here, do cosmetic procedures, microdermabrasions, Botox, body shaping, laser hair removal to get ready for that truly wonderful day. I wish you the best of success, and making you more beautiful is always a great way to start a life.
Right. I love this. I love that all of these ingredients you can find in your home, and they will combine together to make a face mask?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. What do we have?
So we start out with our oatmeal. They call this colloidal oatmeal. You just put it in your food processor about 2 minutes and grind it, and it just gives a very good fine
Colloidal oatmeal.
It's just regular oatmeal, but the grinding process,
Okay, so you can take regular oatmeal
Absolutely.
and grind it, or you can buy colloidal oatmeal.
You can, but it's more expensive. Just grind it yourself.
Grind it in like a coffee grinder?
Food processor, coffee grinder, or, even a blender would take care of it.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
And oatmeal is very anti-inflammatory, so it's great for,
Reducing swelling.
Any kind of it's actually wonderful for acne, you know, the inflammation with the acne.
Okay.
It also has what's called saponins in it, and it gives it a cleaning agent. It's a very organic chemistry type cleansing for your face.
Okay.
And next up we have honey. This is raw honey. And honey is actually amazing. It converts to
hydrogen peroxide.
Thank you.
I'd heard
sorry.
that. No, I'd heard that before from someone else. That's amazing.
Yes, and you just
just raw natural honey mixed with the oatmeal.
Yes, absolutely. And you do
and it just looks so
about
tasty.
a teaspoon. And then finally you use Greek yogurt.
And the reason that we're using Greek is because
it's higher in acidophilus. Also, there's just nothing fake in Greek yogurt in general, and so you want something that's real. And yogurt converts to lactic acid.
Excellent.
And so this is a very inexpensive alpha hydroxy acid. Great for
which cosmetic companies spend a lot of money putting into your products.
Money, absolutely.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, and you get it for almost free. And you just mix this up, and you just mix it really, really well, and you put it on your face for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You can put it on your hands as well.
I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it a little bit on the back of my hand.
Yep.
Goodness knows, after the long winter, we could all use a little exfoliating.
Yes.
Oh, it feels so refreshing.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Yep, and you can also put it on your feet as well. Of course, you want to, have them propped up or something a little clean.
Wonderful, and you can find all of this probably right in your closet, in your pantry.
Absolutely.
That is wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing
You're
this with us.
welcome.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
We thought we'd pop into Skinstastic and ask Dr. Jeffrey Adelglass what he would recommend for a fun mother-daughter outing. Hi, Dr. A. How are you?
Hi, Leanne.
Some mothers are really hard to buy for.
It's true. There are many mothers out there that have everything. But you know what most mothers want? Is to spend time with their family, with either their son or mostly their daughters.
True.
And what we offer at Skinstastic is an experience. For example, mother and daughter can come in and do a microdermabrasion or an oxygen facial. And isn't that wonderful?
That sounds like fun.
And they leave looking more beautiful, glowing, happy, and then even go on to lunch if they like.
Oh, I love that, because there's several places in the area where they could go grab lunch afterwards.
That's true.
Okay.
Here in Uptown, we have many great local restaurants, and in Plano,
they're everywhere.
They're on every street corner.
Yeah, they really are. Okay, so mother-daughter microdermabrasion or even an oxygen facial, that doesn't take very long, does it?
About an hour.
About an hour. So it's a nice and relaxing hour together. It's not painful.
That's true. And it gives them that rejuvenated, bonding experience.
I love that. It's almost as good as a mani-pedi, but you get a lot better results.
Absolutely.
Okay. What is something else that you recommend? Something like maybe a little filler?
Little filler is great, depending upon whether it's a man or a woman or a mother or a daughter. What fillers do, it tends to enhance your appearance.
Okay.
So, for example, for a man, we can just make them look a little younger, doing something for the nasolabial folds or something to bring out their chin, something like that. And then that's always good for the mom because everyone will think their mom's
younger.
If they're younger, their mom is younger as well. For women, for the daughters, they generally like things like their lips enhanced. It gives daughters a nice, young, refreshed look.
A youthful look, for sure.
And for mothers, they usually go for more of a filler that makes them a little younger, go after the wrinkles, some of the folds.
Fill the loss of
collagen.
Volume. Yeah.
That's where medical science in aesthetics is going, is to replace volume that mothers lose from aging.
And everyone loses it from aging.
Absolutely. And we get more mother-daughters that people come up to them and say, well, who's the mother, who's the daughter?
I love that.
And both mothers like it. I'm not sure how much the daughters like it.
Okay, now you also recommend maybe a little laser hair removal is fun for mother-daughter.
Absolutely. Again, the needs may be very different, but both mothers and daughters appreciate the smooth feeling of nice hairless legs or underarms, as well as other areas. And the good thing about Skinstastic and Smooth Solutions is we do women and men of all types of skin. So whether you have light skin or dark skin, we could accommodate them and give them a smooth, silky feeling.
And I bet there's nothing better for summer than to not have to worry about did you shave or didn't you shave, because in Texas we're going sleeveless as much as we can.
Absolutely.
And how about those mother-daughters that are getting ready, let's say, to go on a cruise together or a trip together and want to get swimsuit ready? You recommend what?
Well, we see a lot of moms and daughters who are planning vacations together with the families. The summer is a great time to do that, and there's no better gift to mother-daughter to do some sort of body shaping.
Okay.
And we offer a lot of different body shaping options. We have Cool Sculpting, which is non-invasive, which uses a machine that freezes the fat and then it dissipates over time. And for people who have bigger needs than that, we sometimes can do liposuction. It actually heats up, laser emulsifies the fat, and then we suck it out. The good thing about Cool Sculpting is you come in, have the procedure, takes about an hour, sometimes a little more depending upon what you're doing, and then you go home. But the good thing about that is we can truly sculpt the body, give people back a waistline, and we can also do fat transfer. Some women love to transfer some of the fat in their tummy or their thighs to other parts of the body.
Love that.
And give them an all-natural feel.
I love that. Okay, now for those people who, let's say, aren't really sure what to do, what to get for their mother, you always recommend a Skinstastic gift certificate.
Yeah, oh, so smart. Yes, we do. This is a nice way of saying, here's a gift certificate, Mom. You can use it. You can use it with your husband or boyfriend, or we can use it together. It gives them so much latitude to get done what mom or daughter likes.
I love that. So if you would like to do something wonderful for your mom, check out the Skinstastic website at skinstastic.com or give them a call for a great gift certificate.
Don't forget your mother-in-law.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm excited to have Todd Van Galen. He's the president of Love for Kids with us today to discuss one of their upcoming events. Hi, Todd.
Thank you, Leanne, for having us.
Tell me a little bit about Love for Kids. How did it get started?
Well, Love for Kids started back in 1975 with Alan Powdermaker and Bill Barrett, both of Dallas area, who wanted to do something special for some kids and their Vietnamese children at their church. So they got together to throw a party for about 200 of the Vietnamese children.
Wow.
And they took them out to Circle R Ranch, gave them an opportunity to have a real Texas-sized barbecue, horseback riding, and arts and crafts.
I love that.
From there, it's actually growing to this last year. We had over 3,800 kids out at Circle R Ranch.
Oh my goodness!
And
now
these are
you've
kids,
expanded beyond the Vietnamese community.
Exactly. We've expanded it more to touch the actual children of Dallas. So we've gone to a lot of girls' incs, boys and girls clubs, and recreational centers, and we bring them out in busloads. We bring out about 65 busloads of kids from the Dallas area.
Wonderful.
And as they're coming out, they get the opportunity to be out at the Dude Ranch, Circle R Ranch,
which
and Flower
is cool.
Mound. A lot of them have never had a chance to ride a horse. So
oh my gosh.
Something very special to see kids get on the horse for the first time.
Very cool.
We also have had the NFL experience come out and give us a little bit of a touch of football with some of the kids. And this last year, we expanded it, like I said, to the 3,800 kids. Every one of the kids, as they leave, they get a present. So they not only get to come out for a day at a Dude Ranch and have fun with horses, but they also get to go home that night with the present.
That is so cool, because a lot of them, this is more than likely the only present
this
that
is their
they'll
only
get that
present.
year.
A lot of them come from the underprivileged areas of South Dallas and Oak Cliff, and that this is their one Christmas party that they get to attend.
How wonderful. How can people help Love for Kids? Can they volunteer time, or what's the best way?
Well, we'll take anything. We'll take volunteer of time. Of course, we're always looking for corporate sponsors, individual sponsors that want to help us out.
Okay.
We actually started this year with our new Pallet to Pallet.
That's coming up soon, too.
Yes, August 10th will be our 4th annual Pallet to Pallet event, which we're hoping will fund all our major events. We actually started Pallet to Pallet 4 years ago in a small house up in Plano. We took it 2 years ago to a David Perry Miller mansion up in Highland Park.
Oh, how nice.
And last year we actually did it at the Frontier of Flight Museum.
Yeah.
You were there yourself.
I loved it last year.
So last year we actually had Scott Murray as our honorary chairperson. And
I love that. And he won the Philanthropist Award last year.
That's correct.
The Bill Barrett
Yes.
Philanthropist Award.
Yes.
That's sweet. I like that you're honoring someone who gives back to the community.
Correct.
He does a lot of work.
And he's done so much. And he actually was very good friends with Bill Barrett for many years. And that's where it all tied in.
Love
and
that.
So this year we're actually excited because we're going more for a Texas flair.
Okay.
We're going with Texas chefs, and we're also going with a lot of Texas artisans.
Oh, I love that, because you actually in your silent auction do have a lot of Texas artists who give you artwork to auction off, right?
Yes. And
love that.
So what we do with our silent auction, we not only have some trips and some memorabilia that we have for sale, but every one of the artists that participates actually donates one of their pieces to it.
Very cool.
So that we can actually have an opportunity for our participants to actually take home some of the art from our participants.
I love that. And some amazing chefs, because last year the food was to die for.
It was unbelievable.
That
it was
is
great.
fabulous. Okay, there you've heard it. Pallet to Pallet on August 10th. You better get your tickets fast, because it sells out every year. Find out more about Love for Kids at their website, loveforkidsinc.org, or better yet, check them out on Facebook at Love for Kids, where you can find all about their event under their events tab. Thank you so much, Todd.
Thank you very much.
That was great.
Have a great day.
You too. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Beautiful You, and we hope that you found just something on this journey of self-discovery today that inspired you. For even more inspiration, go like us on Facebook at Beautiful You-HDTV. To find out what's coming up on next week's show, check us out on Twitter at Beautiful You-HD. And to see behind-the-scene pictures, get amazing offers from our guests, and even extended interviews, go to our website at beautifulyou-hdtv.com. We'll see you next week for another episode of Beautiful You, and remember one thing this week: you are beautiful.
Ba, 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 ba.